Hello and welcome everybody to a brand new The Isle of Evrima video. Now today, rather than spitting out a news video, well, I probably would have uploaded a news video before or after this. Today I'm going to be talking about something that is more of a discussion video. So what am I talking about today? I'm talking about why we are seeing less dinosaurs in the brand new The Isle of Evrima roadmap compared to the old roadmap for the game. Now, this is a mix of theories and actual information from the developers, so please do not take all of this information as official information. The final point that I'll be putting across here, I'll be putting across 2 points. The final one that I'll be putting across is more of a theory, and the first one is more of what will be going on. So, before I do get into this video, if you do enjoy discussion videos like this and enjoy this video, feel free to like the video because the YouTube algorithm nowadays really likes it when people like videos. Just shows that people are enjoying it. And of course, if you are new, feel free to subscribe to the channel. Every little helps. I'm aiming for 6,000 subscribers. More than that, let's get right into this brand new The Isle of Evrima discussion video. So firstly, before I get into this brand new discussion video, we will be talking about what we know is coming to the game from the Isle of Evrima roadmap. Now, of course, we are seeing 2 dinosaurs coming to the game from update 4 to update 6. So that means we'll be seeing 2 dinosaurs in that time frame. This is Pachycephalosaurus, which is coming in update 4.5, and Troodon, which is coming in update 6.5. Also known as the Night Terrors update. But what does this mean? Of course, we lost a total of 3 upcoming dinosaurs between update 4 and update 6. These were the dinosaurs that would have been implemented within that time frame. These are Megarosaurus, Ceratosaurus, and Dilophosaurus. Of course, these dinosaurs will come to the future, but now they are no longer in the pipeline for anywhere in between update 4 and update 6.5. So we won't be seeing them in that time frame at all. Of course, we know what is coming instead. The devs, since they have changed the roadmap, we know what is coming instead of those new dinosaurs, and it's a series of mechanics that are coming to the game. And these are very important for the development of the game. So these are diet system, fractures, nesting mechanic, skin system, improved day and night cycle, night vision, gore, and poison and venom. So that's what we know is coming to update 4 and update 6.5 and in between then for the Isle of Evrima. So why are we no longer seeing any more dinosaurs apart from 2 dinosaurs coming in the time frame in between those updates in update 4 up to 6.5? We'd see at least 3 dinosaurs then, because there's 3 updates there. There's update 4, update 5 and update 6. So why aren't we seeing any more dinosaurs? And I know since the new Evrima roadmap was released, this is a question that a lot of people were asking, because you all seem to be a little bit disappointed by the lack of dinosaurs. Well, what I'm going to be doing, I'm going to be putting together one theory and one reason why I think this will be the case and why there is a lack of dinosaurs so far. So without further ado, let's get right into the first point. Now, we all know the gameplay loop currently in the Isle of Evrima is grow old, and then if you die, and you have to start over. Currently, there is a lack of reward. There is no real reward in the game at the moment apart from growing old, and that's pretty much it. And then if you die and you survive all those hours and then you die, you, well, lose it because you accidentally either fall off a cliff or die to a bug most of the time. Now, I'm not saying this has happened to me. Ah, who am I kidding? It has happened to me. I'm not the only one, right? Right? So, we have the game currently, and if you were to compare it to Legacy, there's really any lack of, replayability, because in Legacy, obviously, you had more to it. You had nesting, you had bone breaking, skins, and a whole lot more. Currently, in the Isle of Evrima, what you have is, stuff to do with just growth and the different dinosaurs, and that's it. Of course, Evrima is visually pleasing, but when it comes to replayability, there's very little there. So obviously, one of the things that the devs want to do is focus on getting this replayability and bringing it back to the game and completing the gameplay loop for the Isle of Evrima. So currently the developers, like I've said, are focusing on this, and they did say before they announced the Trello board rework in their dev post, they said they were going to do this, and this is from this statement. It's time for the release of our updated Evrima Roadmap, which is predominantly based upon what we have learned through both Evrima's development process and Legacy's mistakes. The initial launch of the Isle focused on rapid introduction of playable dinosaurs with little to no diversity of playstyle or uniqueness. Though the Evrima roster is much smaller, the terrestrial, aquatic and aerial creatures all have base implementation complete and shared features. With our observations of the active state of the game, as well as what has shown to be most positive receptions, we firmly believe primarily development focus should be on the mechanic and not arbitrary roster expansion. So there you have it. The developers of the Isle have said specifically themselves that they are pretty much focusing on the closing of the gameplay loops and implementation and development of more mechanics to the game rather than expanding the roster of the dinosaurs. The Isle of Evrima will eventually include, a full roster that will include Legacy's dinosaurs and some other dinosaurs. However, at the moment, the devs of the Isle and, of course, Evrima are going down a similar path to Path of Titans, where they are focusing on the implementation of new mechanics and the closing of the game's gameplay loops before they think about adding new dinosaurs, and of course, they'll sprinkle in a new dinosaur every now and then. What is most important thing at the moment? That is the most important thing at the moment. Now, this is actually giving me a question to ask you guys before we get into the next part of this video, and is, what do you think about this? Are you happy that there are new mechanics and they are working on the new mechanics for the game rather than the new dinosaurs? Or are you sad that there won't be any new dinosaurs or many new dinosaurs anytime soon? I would love to know, but let's get into my theory. Now, the final point I want to make is more of a theory point compared to anything else, so do not take this as official information. Now, of course, like I said, please do not go like, OMG, this YouTuber has said this, it must be official, because that not only causes a stir of bad information, it also then gives a bad name and reputation to the developers, that then people will think that they said this, which they did not. This is my opinion, it's just a theory and how I'm gonna twist things and look at things. So we currently see a big list and a big roster of dinosaurs that are being developed for the Isle of Evrima. So the theory that I have here is that these dinosaurs will be released off of the scheduled updates that we're getting, like update 4, update 5, update 6. For example, dinosaurs that are not scheduled to be released, like Troodon and Pachycephalosaurus, they are scheduled to be released. So ones that aren't, like Ceratosaurus, Megarosaurus, and Dilophosaurus, and more like that, these would be done, and when they're done, they will be released or pushed into beta testing, just like chucked on us like that. Now, this theory is because, well, like we have seen before, from Dondi pushing the release of the Albertosaurus model, it kind of makes us feel like that there could be a way that the devs are kind of wanting to do dinosaurs separately compared to the updates. Of course, this could be all fine and dandy as long as it does not stray away from the development of the actual core mechanics for the game. Now, of course, this relies on two things. This relies on the fact that there is someone who is just core focusing on the dinosaurs and the implementation of those dinosaurs, like the animations, the model, the stats, and stuff like that. And then the other thing that it needs to rely on is the fact that, like I said previously, this does not affect the core development of the core mechanics for the game, which I think, if that is the case, it is okay in a way to work on these dinosaurs off schedule and not put them to a schedule, because if you put them to a scheduled update, you could see that update being delayed, like we saw with update 3 being delayed due to bugs with Dinosaurs and Pteranodon, because the other mechanics like schooling fish and elite fish and the oxygen system were pretty much completed before all of the other stuff were implemented to the game. Now, the roadmap does include the inhabitants section, which the devs say is there for. The inhabitants column allows you to stay up to date with our various playables as they make their way through the development pipeline, including updates / adjustments to inhabitants that have already been implemented. Keep in mind, this list does not currently encompass the full roster of animals that we have planned for Evrima. It will be updated as time goes on. So perhaps we can see the inhabitants being worked on or being developed as a kind of side thing compared to the main development of the updates for the game. Now, this would be happening if you have someone who's actually dedicated to working on this, rather than a mixed team where everyone works on everything at the same time, which is probably what the dev team for this game is more like. Anyways, guys, that was just a theory. This part was literally just a theory. Not only a theory, it was a I cannot say that. I literally can't say that because it's infringing on someone else's brand, but it was a theory. What do you guys think about this The Isle of Evrima theory or discussion video? I'd love to know your opinions in the comments down below. What you think about this, and what do you think why we won't be getting any dinosaurs soon, and do you think we might be getting some other dinosaurs off record? And do you have any other points that I didn't mention here? Feel free to let me know in the comments down below. Educate each other and discuss amongst yourselves. I'll definitely be reading them, you know, after the video's uploaded. Other than that, guys, I do hope you enjoyed this video. Feel free to like and subscribe if you are new, and if you want to support the channel further, feel free to join as a member. It helps out a ton and helps bring more videos like this to the table. But other than that, guys, I do hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next one. Have a great day. Peace.